She's right here. Don't get over
Her baby's having fun. Oh!
Go then. Mark here, and welcome to the 10 Acre Woods. Well, it doesn't look like we've escaped winter as of yet. It was beautiful yesterday. I took that footage of the kids out playing. We don't know if we're going to be putting the kids out today. It is only about 2-3 degrees out. So it's supposed to get up to about 8 and the sun is supposed to come out. But tomorrow we're supposed to get winter's coming back. Starting tomorrow morning, we're supposed to get snow all day and into Tuesday, up to 25 centimeters, which is about 10 inches of snow. So everything's going to be white again. So we're not sure what we're going to do with the kids and the mamas. We may just leave them in for sure over the next few days. We'll be leaving them in. But the girls have just gone out, and we're going to do some feeding and check on the little babies. The waters are all full, I hear.
Oh.
So here they are tucked in. Petunia and her two little ones. They are starting to become playful.
Yeah, it's weird. Nobody touched the water last night.
And then we have Billie Jean and her little girl. So this one has found a home. A lot of them, we've actually got a waiting list for our little kid goats. And this one is going to be named Patches. We had a Patches a couple years ago and we lost her. And a lot of you in the comments had mentioned about naming her Patches. So she is a cute little one. Billie Jean is very protective of her. Very good mom. And Holly, oh, what is that? You can see they're just jumping on everything. So this is Holly's little one. Holly was the last one to kid out. This one doesn't have a name, correct, Tara?
That's Lulu.
Is it Lulu? Okay, I knew one of them was Lulu. So this one is spoken for as well, correct? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Blackies both are spoken for.
And Blackies are both spoken for, okay. And this is Coco's little one. And this is a boy. Yeah, I know Patches is a girl.
Yeah,
and I keep on forgetting what the other girl is.
Lulu.
Oh, is it? Oh, right, Lulu. Okay, okay.
Because we had a discussion with Holly that she had to have girls.
Right. Okay, so Lulu and Patches are the two girls. I always get the other girl mixed up. And all the other ones are boys. She's just in there playing with herself. We did try to open these guys up, but because Billie Jean is so protective, they just started to get into a fight.
These carrots.
Them's are some big carrots. I think Petunia wants a closer look.
Oh, sneeze.
Okay, so yeah, so this one and Blackies are both spoken for. Do we have names for them?
I do not know them. Mom?
So we'll have to
What is
figure out
Blackie's name?
if they have names yet.
Well, the one with the line, Meridian? No. Radium,
Radium.
after the metal. We're just picking the other one.
Okay, radium is the multicolored one? Okay. So radium after the metal, and not sure what the little black one is. Okay. Coco, how you doing? Are you a good mama? Yes. And then of course we have Charlotte. Charlotte's just a crazy little girl. And Tara. So Charlotte may be going back to her new home.
She may be going back to her old home.
Yes, her original home.
Yes, so which is exciting because they love her.
Yeah.
I mean, she absolutely loved the boys and Charlotte. So, yeah, she came and visited yesterday, and if we can reunite them and make that a happy ending, then great.
So here they are. Now these are the oldest ones. So they were the first ones born. Hi, boys. So we have Bo with the 01 on the side, and Luke, the Duke boys, and we have Charlotte. How the boys doing? So they make very good playmates. They love jumping around. You guys are funny, aren't you? What is it? What is it? Yeah. So we may or may not let them out today. It depends on what the weather, what happens with the weather outside. If the sun comes out and it does start to warm up, then we'll send them outside for the day, and then of course they'll be in for a few days. Oh, yeah, she's got this food thing. So where's the food? Where's the food? You got some food?
Yeah, I always give you extra.
Coco's just kind of soft here.
So there we go, the family having dinner together. Or breakfast, I guess you could say. We have Shanzi and Paula eating here. And we have the pigs in the back. Sorry, Shanzi. So they're eating here. So you may notice that Marley is not here. We lost Marley about a week ago, just over a week ago. And, you know, I hate, you know, when this happens, we know it happens. We have animals that come in, we lose animals, animals get rehomed. This one was a little bit different of a circumstance. We're not sure why it happened, but it was when it was, we had kind of the last little blizzard that came through. And Marley was seen walking out by the pond here. And he actually walked and went right into the water here down at the end of the waterfall. Usually they go into the water over on the other side here where there's a beach, or they come up here to drink in this upper pond. But for some reason he walked down and he walked right into the only area that there was open water. Everything else was ice, and he went in, got hypothermia, and essentially drowned. So this is a concern that we've had for many years. We've had this pond now for 2 decades. We've never had an issue with an animal going in during the freeze and the thaw period, which is a big reason why we put our ponies up front. We have decided last fall to keep them up front, and we're going to leave them up in the front area just because meadow at times tend to go and walk across the water or across the ice. So we were just concerned with that. It's a sad moment. We will miss him, and I have put together a little tribute. I didn't want to show you a video on how he passed away, but how he lived. So we have Sheldon, we have Moira, and little Onyx over there. What are you doing with your tail? Oh, you're pooping. Onyx. Look, she's just wagging her tail. So, yeah, Sheldon, during the opening little scene there, I had my Insta360 camera, and I had set it up and figured I would just capture some cute moments of the kid goats. But of course, Sheldon, on I believe it was 3 occasions, decided that he was going to pick a fight with the Insta360, the camera, the 360 camera. Right, Sheldon? He's busy eating. Hi, Shanzi. Yes. What are you doing? So we have Shanzi, Paula, and then we have the sheep. So we have Tulip, which is back there. We have little George here. He's gotten big since he was a little bottle baby when he came in. And then let me get this straight. Looking at the sides of them, I think that over there is Turbo. I can't tell unless I look at their faces. Yeah, so this is Turbo here. And then we have Daisy, which came in with Tulip. So usually Tulip hangs with Daisy, and George has been coming in and making friends in there. And then Bronwyn. There was one comment that somebody had mentioned about, oh, Bronwyn is a boy. Bronwyn is actually a female, but she does have horns, so that can confuse things. She almost looks like a ram, but nope, she's a female. Aren't you, Bronwyn? Then we have outside, looks like the ducks and pig, and we have a train going by the back, which happens on the occasion. That's the CN Rail, Canadian National, so one of the main lines that runs from northwestern Ontario into the prairies. So Tara just threw out some grain, and you can see some carrots and stuff over there. So everybody's just getting their treats. A lot of the ducks and chickens come in. What are you boys doing? I saw that. We do have they're doing a little dance. We do have a lot of roosters here on yard, but we don't have any hens out here. So it seems to work well. They do fight on the occasion, but there's no real injuries. We tend to find that there's more injuries between the hens inside than there is actually between the roosters. So, and the only rooster that's in with the hens is Billy. Billy, which he's very protective of his girls. He'll kind of rush the fence line when you walk up close to it. So Billy is a Polish. He's got his funky do there, and then the guineas. So we're just waiting for the weather to really start to warm up during the week, and which is going to be a little bit longer before we actually start reworking this area here. So we will be tearing some of this, actually probably all of it down, and then rebuilding our enclosures. So that's going to be exciting, a nice change. And then I've mentioned in previous videos about the fence line over there. So we want to change the electric fence into a permanent fence that goes out and back, just back behind the pond, and then come over to match up with that fence line there. And that's just a way that we can close up the animals at night. We have seen that fox that we saw a couple weeks ago. He has come back in. He hasn't done much, just kind of wandered in. He was seen, I think, the other day on the other side of the pond. So I think there's enough animals here. He's kind of scared of the larger animals, so he doesn't really come back in. And then, of course, there's all the roosters that tend to scare him away. He doesn't. He wants some easy prey, it looks. Hi, kids. Levi and Meadow and Billy trying to chew on things, aren't you, bud? Hey, what are you doing, you silly boy? So the ponies and the male goats, the stud goats, are up here. Hey, what's your problem? Are you waiting for hay? Hay's on the way. And then Daisy. Hi, Daisy. How you doing, girl? You just waiting for hay? She's not as interactive as Levi and the boys and Meadow. Oh, you are gonna come over and see me, hey? Yes. Hey, you waiting for some hay? Look at this. I got one on one side and one on the other side. What are you boys doing? Oh boy. They are very entertaining. Look at that. He grabs a hold of this here. You gotta learn to tuck that in. It's the little elastic waist adjustment. And of course he grabs a hold of that, and then you, of course, you try to pull it out of his mouth and he lets it go and you snap yourself. Right, boys? So we find the male goats are more interactive, quite a bit more interactive. People have asked about horns, why we don't debud or dehorn the goats. Well, they use them, as you can see. If they're brought up and raised around people with, with interaction, giving them some love, then they're not a problem. They actually work as handles. They work quite well. And we've never had an issue with any of our goats and their horns. Now Charlotte was actually, she came in, what was it? It was 2 years ago, I believe it was. And she actually is a breed of goat that doesn't have horns. Oh yes, you're just a silly boy. You're a smelly boy. All right, well, let's get you guys some hay. I'll head off, we'll grab some hay for these guys and get them fed. All right, breakfast. There's some in there for you guys. All right, we're good. Now they're just gonna all jockey for position. Carl, what are you doing, buddy? Gonna have some hay? There's a pile over there for you. Oh, looks like Meadow's got that. I guess you got to come over to the feed trough. Okay, so we've got the 4 piles there. Yeah, 4 piles, and then of course I've got it in the feed trough as well. So there we go, keeping the peace by keeping the piles separated. What are you girls doing up here? You're supposed to be in the back area. Oh, these ducks. It will help putting the newer fencing in, but the Muscovy females can actually get over anyway. It'll likely keep the males in, possibly. It'll deter them a little bit more. So Tyr has now joined us up front, upstairs. What? Treat? I don't want to get too close because I don't want to scare them. Here. You want to take it out of my hand? Yeah? Here. We'll put it right there. There you go. There's a treat for you, bud. No? You gonna sniff it? There it is. Oh, now you know. Yeah. Good boy. Here, what about the other one right here? Look, right here. Good boy. He's been sleeping in this hammock right here for quite a while. But he's quite enjoying it up there.
Just lower your voice.
Lower my voice. Oh, there we go. So yes, it is a cat. Let me, yeah, hi. Let me just move. Oh, there you go. Oh, so 6 pounds apparently, right, Tara?
Yeah.
6 pounds. We're pretty sure it's a male, but the paperwork from...
Just interrupt. You have the cat.
Don't move it?
No. Get a good picture of that wound so I can have a really good look at it.
Oh, okay. There's a wound? Oh, yeah. Okay, so he has been to the vet and looked after.
You're okay.
So now the paperwork from the Humane Society said male and female, like on 2 different sections of the paper where it says one section says male, one section says female. We're thinking male.
He looks like a boy.
I'm thinking it
feels
looks
like
more like Rhea, but
Yeah.
so this cat was found by somebody, correct, Tara?
It was outside Farrell, and taken to the Humane Society because of the wound. Now it's a superficial wound and it's healing nicely, but always
I'm gonna take this.
always trying to be better safe than sorry. And the next day, once they took it to the Humane Society had called them back and asked permission to euthanize. And they were like, why? No, why? And they said, because it's black, it's unadoptable.
So that is Tyr, and then we have Coda. Hi, Coda. Are you sleepy? He likes to nap up top there. You like treats, don't you? Yeah, I don't think you saw me give Tyr some treats. So we've got, all these cat trees. This one used to be over in the living room area here, but we have new cat trees. So these ones here were actually made for us by a guy in the city of Winnipeg. They're nicely carpeted and plush. There's a little scratch unit down there, and they quite enjoy these. So this one was donated to us. And then Marlene actually called and talked to the guy and said, can you make a second one? And she bought it. So thank you, Marlene, for the cat tree. And I'm sure the cats are thankful as well. So this is Anara, which is the mum to Lucifer on the left. And they're getting along very nicely now. Sometimes Anara can be a little aggressive or wanting her own space. Now I'm not sure where Rhea and Nyx are. Nyx usually sits over on the couch over there. They're probably downstairs. What we've done here, this is an old baby gate that we had. And it's basically the dogs aren't allowed to go downstairs, but of course the cats can go up and down. And we just removed one of these uprights. So the cat can go through, all 6 cats can go through there, but the dogs don't. And they know not to go down, but sometimes, you know, especially with Tyr over there, they can, especially Toby, he wants to check the new cat out. So we're downstairs in Tara's craft room, as you can see here. Lots of fun things to play with. This is where we have been laser engraving some games, which here they are here. So we made these a while ago. It's Frustration Rummy, and it's a card game. You have the little pegs, and you go through and you put your pegs in each section that you get when you're dealing the cards, and then the instructions are all down here. So that's something that we've been working on. We're using it as a fundraiser. Tara actually posted, or somebody posted looking for something woodworking, and Tara commented on it, and boom, we've got about 50 orders for them. So, oh, Anara came down, and there is Nyx. Yeah, Nyx has been seen quite often cleaning Tyr. Hi, what are you doing? Are you a good girl? Little troublemaker. I'm not sure where Rhea is. She's probably somewhere around. We've got litter boxes all over the house just to make sure there's no mistakes. And what we use in there, you can see it's just sawdust. So we use the pellets from wood-burning stoves. So they make a really good all-natural kitty litter. It's cheaper, and it's lighter, and it's easier to dispose of. So that's what we have there. And of course, this is just a kind of a rabbit cage, some kind of small animal cage. And it helps to keep the dirtiness contained. Sometimes they do make a mess out here. Rhea! Come here, Rhea! Well, that's Anara. Where's your daughter? Where? Oh, where were you? There's Rhea. I was looking all over. I thought maybe she got locked in a room, but she usually meows if she's somewhere. I think she was at the back door. Okay, well there's Rhea. Yeah, so she came out of this area here. This is the back landing. She might have even been up on top of the washer and dryer. I'd like to thank all of you that have subscribed to our channel, as well as our Patreons for supporting us over on Patreon. If you're new to this channel and you haven't seen the kid goats being born that happened within the last couple weeks, I'll put one of those up here in the corner for you to check out. And until next week, next video, have a wonderful and safe week, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.